Have you ever apologized for something you didn't do, just to keep the peace? That's how it starts. Not with shouting, with care. They make your kindness feel like a debt. Every smile becomes a duty, and every silence become a test you never agreed to take. You don't notice the leash. You just call it loyalty. They don't ask for control outright. They simply wait, watching, measuring, until your guilt moves first. Guilt is their kingdom's currency that you keep paying. And one day you wake up with uneasy feeling, not from what you've done, but from the weight of proving you mean no harm. You've become the guardian of someone else's pain. But what if that pain was a key they never planned to use? What if every tear was a reminder that you owe them your freedom? Next time someone bleeds to keep you close, don't rush in to save them. Watch. Stay with me long enough, and I'll show you the act itself, how an emotional hostage is built. One guilt, one kindness at a time, until they become nothing but the hidden debt. They say love should feel safe, but safety can be the softest cage too. When guilt hides inside affection, it doesn't choke you, it hugs tighter. Stay with that feeling. That's not love leaving, that's control changing hands. It starts small, a sigh, a look, a silence that lasts too long. You ask what's wrong. They say, nothing, but the air thickens anyway. They know you'll fill it. You'll offer comfort, apology, explanation, anything to make the quiet safe again. Now you can see, that's the exchange. You repair what they break, and they learn the cost of control is only your peace. Next time, they won't need words. Just a pause, just the look, and you'll hand over calm like tribute. Each time you rush to fix it, you teach them you can be managed by guilt. They don't argue, they withdraw, they don't accuse. They ache, and the more you soothe, the smaller you become. This is how an emotional hostage is kept, not with chains, but with the fear of being unkind. And once you mistake guilt for goodness, they never have to raise their voice again. You think you've seen the trick, but the moment you try to prove you're different, you'll play your part all over again. You want to know why? The truth hides in their pattern, and in the next chapter, we'll expose how it works and how to counter it. So before we step any farther, consider subscribing. Because this isn't the only trap we uncover, it's just one piece of the design. The first thought in your mind is never freedom. It's just this question: are they still angry with me? What did I do wrong again? You start replaying every word, every look, trying to find the moment you broke the peace. They smile, they thank you. They act healed, and you exhale, thinking it's over. But the calm never lasts. Soon, another silence waits to be fixed, another sigh you didn't earn. You start hearing it differently now. Every pause is a pull, every kindness an invoice. You remember how you used to rush in, how you tried to prove you cared enough. Now you stay still. You let the silence test itself. That's when you see it. Their patience isn't peace. It's strategy to make you doubt yourself, to feel the pressure, to believe it was your fault again. They study which apology you'll reach for first, and which version of guilt still works best. The truth doesn't shout. It shows up in timing. When they sense you seeing it, they'll shift. They'll change color mid-conversation. Anger, silence, apology, affection. Each one a new costume for the same demand. One moment they flare, the next they fold. A sigh becomes a storm. A tear becomes a test. But the pattern never changes. Each reaction pulls you back into proof. And in that flicker, you finally know you were never dealing with emotion. You were negotiating power. Emotional hostage means when guilt is weaponized to make you serve someone else's needs. They turn your care into control. Through staged wounds and rules, they keep you proving yourself forever. Now that you can name the trap, you can start breaking it. The only way to win this game is to stop playing by their rules. They build power from reaction, so your stillness becomes rebellion. When the pause comes, don't fill it. Let the silence stay theirs. They'll search your face for guilt. Give them nothing but calm. If they sigh, wait. If they accuse, ask once. What makes you think that? Then let the question breathe. You're not defending anymore. You're defining. Each second you don't rush to fix it, their script begins to crumble. They feed on your correction. Starve that need, and control collapses. Hold your posture. Slow your tone. Speak only in facts you've seen, not feelings they invent. Say less, mean more. That's how power changes hands without a fight. They'll call you cold, distant, cruel. They have to, because they can't command what won't crawl back. And when the calm finally feels light again, you'll realize silence was never the enemy. It was the exit. When the noise is gone, you'll hear what was left behind. Not their voice, yours. It's quieter than you remember, but it doesn't ask for permission. It just waits steady, patient, until you trust it again. That's the part they couldn't touch. The one that kept count while you were proving yourself. Now the silence that once chained you becomes the space you stand in. No more debt. No more duty disguised as care. Remember this. When guilt tries to pull you back, don't argue. Observe. Say nothing. Let the silence expose who needs control more. That's your weapon now. You don't need to win the argument. You already ended the game. When guilt knocks again, you won't open the door. You'll listen to the pause behind it and decide if it's peace or bait. Because once you see the pattern, you can never unsee it. You've learned to hear the hidden transaction, the quiet exchange of power most never notice. And if what you've learned feels useful, remember, never turn it outward. Defense, not domination. And if you've ever been on the other side of it, watch the rest carefully. Because people rarely use just one trick. Most combine 3 or more. Layered smiles, guilt, silence, until control feels like connection. Know the pattern. See it? Stop it. That's how you take the crown without losing your humanity.